Hello, I'm Tom Tognoli, and thank you for checking out this edition of the Intero Insider. I'm here today with Dominic Nicoli. Dominic's been in the real estate business for about 15 years and consistently been a top producer. Just last year alone, he sold $55 million worth of real estate. So we've got a regular authority on the business. So thanks for coming today, Dom. Appreciate it. So Dom, you tell us a bit what's going on with the real estate market. You do everything, which we talked about a little bit before. Your office is in Los Altos, which is incredibly high-end, but I know you have some REO accounts as well.
Yeah.
How's the market in general right now?
It's a roller coaster ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
As we're all seeing here. It's interesting times because a lot of people that I talk to are telling me that the market's not good. I think there's a prevailing belief by sellers that the market's bad, but the truth is that, as we know, right, being in the business, interest rates are incredible. I think we just got somebody a 5-year fixed at like 3.25%, which is amazing. I know inventory, I think, is down about 25% from last year, and sales are up. So it's like, I keep telling all these buyers, what a great time to be in the market right now and take advantage of these great prices and these great properties and these great mortgages. So, yeah.
The stock market just gotten kind of hammered the last month or so. And so have you, seen any sort of effect on buyers in the market? Are you still seeing, I know there's been multiple offers, you still seeing a lot of that? Is there really much of a difference in the last 30 days?
It's a good question. I'm sure it does impact some people. I haven't noticed it tremendously, and it almost seems like a lot of people I talk to, now it seems like $300 or $400 swing in the stock market is almost a daily occurrence. So I think it seems like it's maybe less impactful than it was a few years ago. But certainly people, what we're seeing is the people that are in the upper end markets, which I'd say above 2 million, you start to see the transactions really diminish as you get into that price point, because I think people are a little more conservative. I think people are being cautious with their money. There's maybe a movement away from taking on too much debt. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of money being made out there. There's a lot of jobs, especially in our area. We're lucky that we have many of the companies that we do. But I would say overall the market's somewhat healthy.
What about the low end market? So again, I know you have an REO account, so you're representing several banks on selling assets, and I know as a result of that you end up probably representing a lot of the buyers that are buying that.
That's right.
What's that market like in general right now?
Yeah, it's a great question too. A lot of the buyers are buying all cash. There's a lot of investors out there that are buying properties. There's also a lot of first-time buyers that are getting into the market, and it seems like in that price point, those are mainly under $500,000. Pretty much when those properties hit the market, they're being snatched up in the first week or two. So we're seeing that the inventory for well-priced homes seems like it's getting snapped up as fast as it hits the market. That's what I'm seeing out there anyway.
And what about this whole shadow inventory thing? They've been talking about it for years and years and years, and it's sitting there, and they keep talking about more properties coming on the market. What do you know about that, if anything?
No more than anybody else. We hear, the amount of rumors that we hear about in this industry are, always coming and always changing. And all I know is, the market is somewhat healthy right now, and it seems like, they keep talking about it. We are seeing some more bank-owned properties come on the market, but certainly not a flood like we've heard. But I do know there are a lot of people that are, have not made their payments on their houses that are not being foreclosed on. There's a lot of people who've been in their houses for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years that haven't been foreclosed on, which is always amazing.
And not even making any payments.
That's right.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, a question I like to ask everybody. You've been doing this for 15 years, and I know nobody can see into the future, but looking into your personal crystal ball, what's your intuition tell you the market's going to be like the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months? Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the market, stayed flat or declined a little bit. I think, if interest rates go up, we could easily see the market go get a little bit softer. Buyers' purchasing power doesn't go quite as far if rates go up. But at the same time, I think if you look at, a long-term view, which is what I always tell my clients, is, don't buy real estate if you're planning to own it for 2 years. It doesn't make sense. If you're looking to own it for 5 to 10 years, there's, in my opinion, as long as I've been doing this here, there's never been a better time to buy real estate. And so I think if you buy with a long-term perspective, you're going to make a wise decision. You're going to do really, really well.
Cool. Well, I appreciate your input and your insight, and thank you for checking out this edition of the Intero Insider.
Take care.